Oh no, I'm pumped up now. Getting pumped up over here. I'm going a little early on the thing today. We getting pumped up, baby. This is deSz'e, and we're talking about money, people, and recycling opportunities. Money, people, and recycling opportunities, right? And we'll get into the points in just a minute. We'll let more people come in as well and say hello to everyone around the globe. Recycling, something we need to know. I'm definitely putting it together, putting it down, baby. I'm trying to do it that way, but hey, we're going to do it like this. I was ready. Put that up top. Yes, sir. Woo! And we'll have a little music thing going. It's going to be like a little something, little. It's going to be one of those. And we'll get into it. Let's get into it. Okay, the first thing, I'm going to go backwards. Paradigm shift. We're going to back it up. We're going to do it backwards. You know how it is when people say, I'll call you, I'll email you, I'll text you, I'll send you a note when I get there, I'll pay you back on Tuesday. Yeah, I'll pay you back on Tuesday. And that's that was Wimpy from the Pie Pie cartoon. Said if he borrows, he'll pay on Tuesday. Then Tuesday came around, he did pay Popeye one time, I believe. I don't remember that episode, but indeed, Wimpy, always borrowing, man. Always borrowing money. Got some big lights on that. Yeah, we'll do it like that. So Wimpy's always borrowing and stuff. For a hamburger, right? Nothing healthy, extra healthy. He didn't say a veggie burger. He didn't say any of that. Wimpy is just was a weird character. So I would hope that he was, if that character had accountability, and that's something that we're pushing in this as well. It's the accountability with people you talk to, people you work with, your own reckoning, your own goals, your own see things how it goes. You want to see things through. You want to follow your shot after you make the shot, right? You gotta follow your shot. I did. That was one of the. What do you call it? It's strategies in play. Follow your shot. Follow up on your customers. Follow up on what you set out to do. You got somebody's business card. You got somebody's number, somebody's email, and follow up. Return the email and return the phone call. At least be the bigger person. Hey, good morning to you. Already. I see you. I see you. I'm going to pull it up over here a little bit better. So we got internet over that way. So we'll pull that up a bit better. We'll cut that light down there underneath that light. Right there. Smoke going is see what's out there on the Wi-Fi. Smoke going right now is an incense for keeping mosquitoes and such. I'm into the morning sunrise today. And we'll be talking about recycling. We'll be talking about money, people, you. I've got price stickers back here. You are in the middle. And that means, let me put it up front for you. Put it up front for you. Yeah, I see your boss Jobs. Woo! These are price tags that you can put on stuff. Symbolizes money, right? Well, here you are right in the middle. If you want money, if you got money, hey, I can probably teach you how to make it a little bit more or give you a couple pointers to hold on to that money. But the people, as said by the great Earl Nightingale, yes, people say, yes, people say Earl Nightingale, he says the people have what you want. Anything that you want, the people have it. People are consumers. People are producers as well. People are borrowers and credit holders. They have credit. Some people have money. Some people have things to barter. In the future, there will be a lot more bartering as well. There's a lot of bartering going on right now. I'll give you this microphone for some, 2 loaves of bread, some meat, some mustard and mayonnaise, lettuce, tomato, onion, and some hamburger meat or, veggie burger. So I can actually make my own hamburger. And let me get a skillet too. This is an expensive microphone. You need this and this cord and maybe the mixer and maybe the speakers because you're doing something in music or audio or doing a podcast. But I need food today. I need at least enough meat or enough veggie burgers that I can actually make hamburger today, hamburger tomorrow, hamburger all the way to the end of the week if I wanted to. Or ketchup burger or something, anything. I'm trying to put you in the mind of bartering. And yeah, we definitely want to have a good relationship with the people around us, our families, friends, and such. Because the people is what matter in this world. They have everything that you want. Opportunities, jobs, non-profit services, information for you to start your own business. They got the knowledge. You don't have it. You're just starting out. You're bumping your head on everything. You're bumping your head, and you're trying to do it. You're trying to fake it till you make it. You're doing all these things when all you had to do is pay attention to the people. That's one of the points I got written down. Let the people be your springboard for ideas. The people have ideas. They can say something, hey, shoestrings, multicolored shoestrings that have, like the shoestrings that, fluorescent shoestrings. Who came up with that idea? Yeah, I like hamburgers too. I like turkey burgers as well. What's up now, Monster Gamer? I see ya. Yeah, definitely. I like different types of hamburgers. The black bean burger is on the more so the vegan tip. It's not a vegan burger, that Impossible Burger. The way they put Impossible Burger, I'm not trying Alien Burger. I'm not trying that. Sorry, you have to tell me what's in it. Make it a better name. What's in a name is what we talked about yesterday morning. And you really got to choose your names right. And you got to pay attention to when you make those names as well. Yeah, hello, already. Yeah, Boss Jobs as well. Thanks, welcome back. I have a burger with cheddar cheese. And we were just talking about the cartoon Pie Pie, which came after Betty Boop with the same company. The Pie Pie cartoon. They had a guy named Wimpy, this kind of heavyweight dude. And he always would borrow. He was bigger. He was probably a little bit more obese than Bluto. Probably two of them. He was obese, and he would always ask to borrow money to get a hamburger, and he'll pay you back on Tuesday. Always borrowing money to pay you back on Tuesday. I think we might have had one follow-up cartoon where Wimpy paid Pie Pie back. We never saw that Tuesday. Sometimes the Tuesday never comes around. I've had guys where they asked me for some money, or asked me for something to loan or to borrow. Hey, what's up now? I see y'all coming in as well. Navarro, all right, I see you. And y'all saying hi, I appreciate it. I'm saying hi as well. This is ScrAp TV. We're talking about recycling. We're talking about people, money, and recycle opportunities. Money and people and recycling opportunities. This is ScrAp TV. I'm on at 5 o'clock in the morning and 5 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. And I'm deSz'e. I'm your friend to the end. I'm the new Teddy Ruxpin. I'm the new Max Headroom. I'm the new reformed Chippendale dancer. So here we are face to face, a couple of silver spoons. And I'm hoping to find something I'm hoping to tell you something that's gonna help you. So definitely we're talking about opportunities, and the people have anything that you want. You might not have homelessness or panhandlers or peddlers that be on the street corners in front of the store asking for, anything. You got any spare money, food, services. I feel them. It's a rough economy sometimes. Sometimes it's a great economy. If you're in a place like Singapore where they have very low, no homelessness there. Everybody's working. Everybody has to go to school. Everybody has a trade. Everybody has health care. And everybody's well traveled. They speak a couple of languages. They're people. And that's what you got to become, is a people person, even if you don't have everything. If you don't have money, or you don't have this, or you don't have that, you need to be a people person. You need to learn how to talk to people. You need to read a book every once in a while. If not just a little something you read on here, but definitely start putting good things in your mind so that you can communicate with people. One of the points I have on here is join. If you got a business, go join the Chamber of Commerce. If you are just a pedestrian, a regular person, not really into business or whatever, go find out how people are talking in business. Go down to the courthouse, to one of those particular city council meetings, and listen to the vernacular of what's being said and how to approach and talk. Try to talk to some of those people, smooth a little bit. No brown nosing, but we're just, trying to get a conversation, see how far you can go, as well as studying their style, their dress code, What do they wear? How are they talking? How's their hair? You see known tattoos all over their body. Are they covering them up? Nose rings, earrings, facial rings, all kind of rings. Rings. So you want to be aware of how business is being dealt. When you're talking about it, these are fictional characters. This is a cartoon. Every time he comes up to Popeye, he's asked in a good manner. So you got to ask in a good manner when you talk to people and asking them for, can you be of service to them? That's what it's all about. It's all about service. It's not about take. Hey, you got some more of those over there, some radios or whatever, or iPods or opportunities, coupons, credit card, gift cards, free Slurpees at 7-Eleven on Slurpee Day, but you never come in and try to give them something. You always take it. Always in line for the freebies. You always at the give out sign, the give out place, where they're giving away, hey, giving away free watermelons today. And we're giving away, what y'all gonna give away next time when you're gonna do it again? You always take it and take it and take it. I take it, yes. Yeah, and I made it my job, most jobs. I made it my job when it was uncommon to do this. Now so many people doing it. But we're not fighting over it. We're not fighting over it at all. It's that much out there. It's an abundance of things. And if it was scarcity, it's on you. You can pass that on to your friend. It's on her. Maybe her husband taught her. It's on you to get into a person's life and get to know them to some extent. We're not trying to poke in and peer into people's life like that. We're not going to be invasive. We just want to be cordial and say something that's going to be in a positive tip. You're being of service. Hey, is this something I can help you with? On, you got a whole bunch of mechanical motors down the street. There's a car place that fixes cars. They fixed my car a couple times. They put an engine in the car twice. And I always burning the motor out by not putting oil in and not taking care of my equipment. And that helps me get there. But I kept seeing them having all this metal just piled up. So I had to ask them, hey man, what are y'all doing with that? Because I help y'all with recycle. That's what I do. I recycle. And the guy says, you know what? Yeah. And I said, I always bid adieu and say, hey, what can I do you for? What can I do you for? I heard somebody say that. I don't know why that goes in that order. What can I do you for? What can I do for you? For you giving me all this stuff over here. And he says, I want a percentage. What percentage would you like, sir? I'm not demanding a percentage, but I want to make some money, and I want to take this stuff to the highest paid place so we can both have a good little thing. And I exhibit some money, whatever help I need to get transmissions and engines into the vehicle or the truck, the box truck or the pickup truck or the van. I got to take care of my little things, and I got to do it in a timely fashion. I'm bringing back a receipt to let them know. I'm not trying to get over on them. I want more complete, repeat business with that particular person. Be it whatever company that you're talking about. It could be the shoe. It could be Payless Shoes. It could be JCPenney, or it could be Sears. Not Sears is not around, But then again, it could be Walmart, Wally World. It could be Target. It could be Buc-ee's. I don't know what system they got, but I know they got something that they need some help with. Every company has something they need help with. There's a remodel where a paint and body shop, paint and body auto shop, where they fix dents and like a Mako or something like that, where they fix dents in your car, repaint, insurance claims. They do all these different things to keep the cars going. They got issues. They got tons of, it comes in boxes, in plastic, these parts that they get to put on the new part. Then they got the old part to get rid of, right? Or to recycle, if they know better. Most of them don't know better. Some of them don't really give a rip. They'll throw it in the trash, and it goes to the landfill. Then it's on the waste management to separate everything. But everybody has something. Every company, every business, every entity needs help in some kind of way. So extend your arm out and learn how to talk to people, how to get it across, leave a business card, get whatever it is, a pamphlet, circular, anything that you can kind of, hey, but the answer is no. Go to the top of the list. The answer is no. No until you receive logic. First point. Now, I was writing this at 2 o'clock this morning, and it comes to me. So I'm doing this. I'm not just freestyling. I'm coming with some real knowledge here, real situation. So, first thing you want to do is approach. Be approachable. Somebody can come to you and ask you if you want to come do this over here. Everybody has an issue, so you've got to find out what that issue is. See if you can facilitate them, administer them in their issue. Recycle, even just if it's just taking the trash out. There's something. So you got the guys that's out there asking for money. Got the signs, will work for food. How about be of service to somebody? Some people just don't know that skill. They don't have those work skills. Yes, I feel you. And most of these people don't have those skills. So you got to get the skills together. And when I take on a person from the street or homeless, because we're all might be closer to being homeless, anything can happen to anybody. You can go bad news. That's why I like the movie Carbon Copy, Denzel Washington's first movie, where he was a kid, he was a black kid, and he found out his father was white, was dating his mother back in college. And she had a baby, she passed on and lost contact with him, and Denzel found him. And they turned his world upside down when they found out he had a colored, they call it colored then, black child, Negro child, in an all-white business firm. The upper thing in the country club and all that, you remember Trading Places with Eddie Murphy. Same situation, different scenario, but the same ideal. This guy was doing his life, not happy with his wife, but he was putting up with her. He was putting up with her. She was putting up with him. It's just the modus operandi. It's the same old thing every day. Go to work, driving a nice company car, company credit cards, all this stuff that you just do regular. Go to the country club, play golf with the guys, have a drink at the bar, all this stuff like this. Everything's okay. But he had found out that he had a black. He had to tell his wife that. His wife said, his wife, dad was the owner of the company and a big high-rise, right? So they found out he had a black son, and all the prejudice, all the racial epithets, and putting God in it. God would not forgive you for having a black child. I'm like, oh my goodness. And then the word got to his dad, to her dad, and he was kind of standing up for it, and they made Denzel live in the garage. He passed it off as like a trade student or something, and or a kid that's needy and that was gonna help him. Then he finally has told her, what if that was my son? And he says, well, Lorraine, he is my son. And she's like, oh my God. She's like, no. And that's when the whole movie turns over. So that guy being a regular guy, his whole world got stripped from him. They took his company card, took his credit cards. He had to go get a lawyer to try to fight this and see what he could do. And his lawyer was black. And the lawyer, Bernie Casey, the actor Bernie Casey, he says, you've been living high off the hog or silver spoons or whatever, you up in this world. Yes. Already, thanks for talking to them. I didn't see them come in. Already. Dimension Z. I see you. Hello as well. ScrAp TV, we talk about recycling. We talk about some music. You will hear some music. And we also do on the cooking side, which I did yesterday evening. It's public, and it's a live recipe where I definitely kind of freestyle a little bit off the recipe. But indeed, back to the story at hand, anything could happen to you. This guy thought his world was okay. He was putting up with life, going through the motions. And they found out he had a black son. And the lawyer, Bernie Casey, says, hey, they gave him a thing. It was like, we'll give you money to not have this go public. Because all the guys in the club and the union and the country club, they didn't want to have anything to do with black people. So he says, hey, since you didn't want to accept that money that he offered you as a bribe, he said he's going to make you, this was a racial type of situation. He was like, he's going to make you feel like a black person or poverty-stricken person. So they took everything from him, and they got to live off the streets, get an apartment. His wife wanted a divorce. He couldn't come back on the property of the company no more. Couldn't go. They revoked his parking, everything. The parking attendant, everybody knew what was going on, and they knew him. They talked to him every day. But now, all of a sudden, everything's cut off. And he had to go work at like a manpower thing where you got to work and, with all the, guys who don't have a job, they just work daily labor. So, and he had a job where he had to shovel horse manure, clean out the horse sheds. He'll do anything for money to keep his life going. And that's what kind of reminds me of those people who are in the streets. Tent city is a major thing right now. People living under bridges, people living in boxes, box houses, people living next to the creek, in the bushes, in the trees, behind buildings, behind stores, in front of stores, on the side of the store, on the street, on the bus stop. The bus stop has a little thing, they'll sleep in that until the morning, till the bus start running again. It's the problem is running amok now. But I think we need more education, because you'd be amazed at some of the people that's under the bridge and doing these things. You'd be amazed. These are some people that had it going on at one time. Were teachers, were politicians, were musicians, were singers, famous singers, athletes that were doing great in pro, semi-pro, and pro, high school superstars, the high school guy, he was voted valedictorian, and now he's on hard times, okay? So there's got to be an education there to get those guys back in. They fell from grace. Some of them went there on their own situation. They wanted that. They kept going with the drugs, kept going with the drinking, kept going with shooting up and all that stuff like that, ingesting things, or sniffing things, or whichever. So many things you can get. Your mind can be blown, and you won't be thinking right. So, hey, now I see you, Phil Dodd. Oh, hoop. Gotta give you a hoop. One hoop salute for Phil Dodd. Thanks for coming in. Dapper came in, man. And I appreciate him on that day. Dapper PH. Definitely, I got to talk to you, some of you guys. Maybe I'll get to StreamYard a little bit and we can talk on the thing. I love talking to all you guys. This is cool. This is a great interaction. This is ScrAp TV. And today we are talking about money, people, and recycling opportunities. And the first thing is first, be of service. So we got to teach the people who might have fallen from grace and they don't want to go to a shelter. I work with different shelters as well to look for workers or look for people who might need, a second chance at performing on stage or something like that. And I've worked with those coordinators from time to time, or I had to do community service from something that I've done, maybe a traffic thing or whatever, or some violation that I've had in the past. So you got to teach these people how to talk, how to approach, and how do you have deSz'e and be able to, the gift of gab, how to legibly write things, how to convey a message, how to conversate, how to communicate. That's the only thing missing, I think. If they could approach anybody, you can approach any of us. You have not tried everything. If you're unemployed, you have not tried everything. The unemployment rate is still a percentage in America, and there's a way to get what you want or get something if you be of service. Gotta be of service, so you'll get a lot of no's. Hey sir, would you like me to, like some of those guys want to wash your windshield wipers, and I just threw away I just put it in the scrap box. It was a squeegee that you wipe the windows down. Now guys don't even want to do a service. They just want to, hey man, you got some spare change? I want some money. You got $5. Now people are asking for straight $10, $20. Not even asking for $1, because what is $1 going to do? It's going to make you have to go ask somebody else for another $1. The prices that went up in America. So, and almost everywhere, the prices are going up. And it's going to be harder to even go in the store and get something for $1. So, you got to learn how to talk to people, and you got to be of service. There's always somebody that needs something done at some of these businesses. And if they say, hey, would you like me to, you got anything that I can do around the place, and I'll show up on Mondays, or what's their busiest day, is the way I can be of service to whatever company it is. A dance company, a dance troupe. Somebody has to mop those floors. Studio, somebody has to clean the stuff off, the equipment, so dust doesn't get in there and ruin the electronics. A TV show, a TV company. Hey, podcasting. Hey, man, I'm in your area. Or I see that you're going to be in St. Louis next month. I would love to come work with you and facilitate anything that I can do with you and help to do something. Don't cost much. I'm just trying to get going. Can we agree on a fair price? So you are gotta do a little bit of research. You gotta know what scale and scale pricing and a fair thing, so you can get money from your situation, or credit, or products, or something tangible, or something mental. Some guys just want a mental pat on the back, or hey man, did a great job, man. Thanks for coming through, man. And you sure you don't want any money? No, I don't want any money. I just want to be of service. That blows people's mind when you come to it and you don't want money. Really? What do you want? That's what they're figuring out. They're trying to figure you out. They don't know what the heck to think about you. So indeed, you want to be of service, and you will come across somebody that's going to say no. You will come across somebody that says yes. If you're out selling on the streets, like I am, with my mother's company, we had a gift basket company. A gift basket, and it was on, it was a website too. And we've had a lot of different people, even a professional football player ordered some. We had a company that ordered some for their whole company. Woo, that was a rough order. It was like almost 250 baskets we had to make in 1 week. And we had to deliver them all. It was something else. Then we had, let me see what Phil Dawes saying. What's that last part? It says, oh yeah. Already. Thank you, Pops. Already. So yeah, you got a lot of things, and then we would take you to the streets. We would also set up in foyers of other businesses. For the lunchtime, they come on lunch break. We're in the lunchroom, and they come in and they look at our products. We got to be nice and talk to people and such like that, getting to know people. Because it's not just about sell. I really don't like that approach. But I have to like people. That's the clue. People, they the ones got the money or the credit cards or somebody else that might need. And word of mouth can really make you go further in this game. So definitely, you want to actually be approachable and be able to approach. Now, we would take these gift baskets and purses and cheese and sausage boards to the streets. To the streets. On the street corner of the wherever parking lot we could get in. Sometimes we ask for permission. Sometimes we just go to an abandoned car wash or something and set up shop. Put our tables out there, throw those gift baskets out there. Have them all looking nice like Neiman Marcus. It was nice. Very nice display. Get out there with my sign. Get out there, kind of be, traffic coming, pointing toward the stuff so they know we're here. I'm not out there to just sell baskets, gift baskets. I was out there to make a connection, to help somebody. Oh man, I only got $40. You know what? Give me 20. Tell somebody about it. Our cards are in the basket. Here's some business cards. Come back. Oh, with 20. Well, I need one for my mother-in-law too. It's Mother's Day, right? Or whatever a holiday it is. Or what? You don't have to be a holiday. Somebody's always having a birthday. So somebody's always having some kind of graduation or some kind of gift situation. So you want to be able to help those people. That's what sales is about. It's not to sell widgets. It's about selling. It's about getting somebody the end result. It's got to be something that helps somebody, something that makes them feel good. And that's where we were at. And I tried to tell anybody, and I trained anybody that worked with me, worked up under me, and I would always have at least a girl too, or a guy, to be out there waving. Anybody look in your direction, you wave. And you speak, you smile. They drive by, you wave. You wave. Just be friendly. Just be friendly. And then they push come to shove, nobody's paying attention for it. And you start dancing. I have been the guy that had the thing, that twirls the thing, whatever. I've done that. I didn't like that much, but I was out there twirling and letting people know, hey, it's a brand new bank opening up down the street. Go check them out. They're giving you extra money just to open up an account, or they're giving away toasters or coffee machines and such like that. But it's about the approach, and it's about helping somebody, being of service. And you're going to get some no's. You will get a couple of yeses. Even with sales. You get, oh, I'm not interested. Then you'll get that one customer or two or three. Or one day it'll just be all yeses. I love those days. You don't have to pack up nothing. At a trade show, you ain't got to pack up nothing. You just take your POP down and you sign and stuff. That's the only thing. And we're talking about recycling. It's all about you. And it's backwards on there, but it's on here. And it's all about you. And it's on my thumbnail. It's all about you and how you react and interact with people. And if it's hard love that you're getting from a sibling, a parent, or a friend, or your boss, or your leader, your coach, you got to get serious and toughen up. You got to accept that hard love and start being accountable for what you've done, what you did, what you're going to do. You might not see some situations again. It might be a harsh breakup or a harsh departure. And you got to reckon with yourself and say, hey, it was me. Let me change my style. I'm not the same kid I was back in the day. Though I was sharp on some things, I'm sharper now. But I know if I stayed with some things, I would have been good. And amidst the shyness and embarrassment, and because I was outgoing, but then there were years and phases where I didn't know how to, talk to a girl, and ask her for a date, and so I'm intimidated. She's so pretty, and I'm like, man, yeah. And just a simple no would crush my whole world, and I'm like, oh no, and I had to get over that. Had to toughen up, had to get serious, had to get over my shyness and embarrassment. But then again, we can go into greed, and you don't want to be that person either. You want to be a person who is balanced. Temperamental sometimes, but you want to control your emotions, and you definitely want to be more balanced. Because greed can take on. Let's say you're selling so many widgets, you're making so many things, you've got so many subscribers, you've got so many products they're buying, and you're kind of getting a big head, and you're thinking, hey, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to have this, I'm going to get more things. I'm going to do it, and greed can take over. I'm going to get more cars, and more houses, more rent houses, more apartments, more companies to buy, more stocks and bonds, more, savings bonds, more money market investments, more, I'm going to take on more positions to do. But you got to be accountable for all that. And your greed can take you into a situation where you can lose yourself. You can lose yourself. And people can see through that. They can see that fakeness if you're doing it just for sport. Hey, would you like to buy some light bulbs? They're good. They're good for you. Would you like these? And we got these, and you want to buy this, you want to buy that. Because that's what they would train us at the stores, retail stores I used to work at. department stores or retail. I would always say suggestive sell something else. You get them, they want they buying a notebook, or you need to sell them a whole set of pens, son, or daughter, or whatever, or sissy. You need to they want a mic, you need to sell the cord to it. A $30 cord. Don't sell them the $5 cord. Give them the $30 or the $100 cord. Upsell them. Always be closing. Always be selling. Upsell them. People don't like that pushy thing, but there's a psychological, mental thing that you can tap into. You can talk to somebody and shortchange them just by a matter of words. They'll end up counting you back more money than you were supposed to get. And that's on you being honest with yourself. And say, hey, no, you gave me too much money. Here's this, you counted it wrong. There's so many things in the mind that we really don't know. Some people are master psychs and can talk you out of house and home. And there's lots of guys doing fraud now, and they're getting away with it. I don't know how the karma catches up with them, but they are getting away with it. There's a couple movies where they're taking people's stuff away. I think that Felicia Rashad movie that she was in, where the guys were at a table, and they're all on the phone and on the internet talking to all these older people who are pretty much set in their way. They got their pension and all this money in the bank, and they ended up swindling all the money from those people and draining their accounts. And it was a sport to them. Nobody said, hey man, this is wrong. And if you did, you're probably going to get hurt. You'd have to back out of that in the right way. But the vigilante guy that comes and the hero of the movie is not the police, because that's her mother that they ripped off. So she's got a double whammy, the bounty that comes to vigilante that comes to take these guys out, take all the heads of the company out so they can't do this to the senior citizens. So you just saw the greed of those people and the way they talk. They smooth talking on the phone. Hi, may I talk to so-and-so, the owner of the house, and such and such like that. There's a way to swindle people, and we're not into swindling. You'll be found out. I got a friend who swindles all the time. Always cheap. Always too smooth. Always too slick. Always lying. Always cheating somebody out of their fair share. There's a couple of guys I know like that. Always trying to get over. Always trying to put something over on somebody. And I told him, I said, you can't do that all the time. And it's like talking to a brick wall. Until they're ready to change, you can say, teach them. Same thing with the street dealers and the homeless people or whatever, or going through those phases. People who have gone on bad terms. Until they're ready to hear somebody that can help them or some words of encouragement that can put them in the right sense. Until they're ready to hear, you're talking to a brick in the wall. You can give them, they go, man, you got spare change, you can keep giving them spare change. You can give them $10, $20, $50, $100. They're still going to be out there the next day doing the same thing. That's their style. That's their job. That's their way of doing things. Like, what happened to you back out here on the street again? What did you do with the 100 that I gave you? I did whatever. Who knows? They might have crumbled it up. They might have lost it. There's all different reasons. But take that into consideration. That I'm going from that balance from greed to being genuine. No brown nosing somebody. Not all up in there, oh, you so cute, such and such. Just do anything to make them feel, pulling on their heartstrings, make them feel good so you can get the benefit out of the doubt, the benefit out of the situation. You want to take advantage of them, take their kindness for weakness. No. You need to be genuine. And I say, thank you very kindly. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir, and I'd love to see you again. And I'd love to see all of you guys again. Next time I'm on live on some of my other, some of the other interactions. I'd love to see you guys, talk to you guys, and laugh, make jokes, and all that kind of stuff. You know, shoot the breeze. I love that. Or trade business ideas or tips and all kinds of things. I love it. I love it. Because I'm being genuine to myself, to you. I'm not trying to be fake. I'm not trying to get over on nobody. That's not the goal. The goal is making connections. The goal is living the life straight and narrow. Being honest. Letting that come out of your aura, all around you. They feel it. They know they can trust you. They'll give you $1. They'll give you the shirt off their back. They'll let you come live with them. They'll let you come drive there. Let you drive their car. They'll let you borrow a couple $1,000. They'll let you borrow whatever you want. Good morning. Yes. Champion is here. Thank you, Lashana. Definitely. Great morning. Great talk yesterday. Today we're talking about money, people, and recycling opportunities. And I just said about the from scarcity to abundance, from shyness to being bold, but no greed. We're talking sales. Oh, we're talking opportunities. And we talked about there shouldn't be a bad situation. People fall on bad times. I mentioned the Denzel's first movie, Denzel Washington's first movie. It's Carbon Copy. And just a heck of a story where a guy can go from middle class to being needy and poor and having to pull himself up by the bootstraps. It can happen to anyone. But these people that are under the bridges, living in these tent cities and living in the behind the store, those guys got to learn, and they got to be willing to learn, because it's like talking to a brick wall. They got to be learning to be of service. It's about being of service. You talked yesterday about, people's website or people's page or people's account on their live and stuff like that, their videos. What is your purpose? Are you being of service to anyone? Yeah, we like to laugh. I like to laugh sometimes too. I like to watch those things. I like to watch business sometimes. And I like to watch how people move. And am I getting anything out of this? Am I learning anything? Is it something transferable that I can take out of this? So the main thing in opportunities in recycling is you got to be of service. If you need a job, or you need extra money, or you need food, or you need anything, and I'll quote Earl Nightingale on that, the people have what you want. It's the people. It is not the things that you're trying to achieve. Or I got to sell this many things and just to get this so I can buy my new car. No. It is always about people being of service to any company in the world. All companies in the world, all entities, all people, all businesses, all sports teams, athletes, anybody that's professional or amateur, any company in the world needs some kind of help in some kind of way. They can say they don't, but they need something. Maybe they don't know you yet, and you got to develop that rapport with them. But you got to know, and this is one thing that Earl Nightingale said, I think that was almost like the 1960s or something when he put that tape out, that self-help tape out, Acres of Diamonds. You've got to do your due diligence with yourself to actually be able to talk to people and communicate. Develop the gift of gab, charisma. Be charismatic. Don't be negative like the don't word. Be assertive. Take initiative. Go the extra mile. Talk positive. Smile. Good attitude. Approach people and make it happen. One of my favorite songs, Mariah Carey, is Make It Happen. Pray to the Lord, He's gonna make it happen. Make it happen. I just like it because it's a positive song. You gotta make it happen. And some people depend on a higher deity to do all the work for them. And I said, that ain't gonna happen. So yeah, we're definitely talking about money, people, and recycling opportunities. That be of service, that is the main thing. We're coming into the close here. We're about to count it down. I got a couple more things here on this, and I'll make sure I hit these points so I don't have to do this topic unless I'm expounding upon it. And I don't retrack and do the same stuff over again. Jimi Hendrix said this about one of the interviews, I think with Johnny Carson, or it might have been the other guy. That was before Johnny Carson. He said, yeah, he likes doing music and making music, but he doesn't like some of these other musicians. They're just doing it. And he called it selling blues. You're just selling blues, man. You ain't trying to teach nobody nothing. And nobody's going to get anything out of your music. They might dance to it or whatever, and that's all they get from it. You're not saying nothing in your music. You keep singing that same song. You just rewrote the words 4 or 5 times. And your next album, you never go above. You just stay on the line or go down. Or stay going parallel. You never go up and up and up the peaks on your flow chart. You don't go anywhere. You're just selling blues. So I don't want to be on here selling blues. I'm not going to just be doing the same thing every day. I'm trying to do something different. Every time it's a different look. And different words. It's a different message. It's a different thing I'm trying to do here. And that should be the goal. But a lot of people doing what they want to. They're banging their head on the wall, faking it till they make it. Doing all these different things and just, oh, that's just how you got to do it. Just bump your head on everything till you learn. No, you need to actually receive logic from your attempts. Develop your plan, develop yourself. Help others. Show gratitude. Use people as ideal springboards. The people have what you want. Anything you want, the people have it. Knock on the door. Somebody has something that needs to be done. Leaves need to be raked. Snow needs to be moved from the driveway. Kids need to be babysat. Yards need to be mowed. Dogs need to be walked. Cats need to be cat-sitted. Fish need to be fed. Tires need to be shined. Cars need to be washed. Shoes need to be polished. When I went to Mexico, the guy says, those guys, man, when I went to Mexico, I crossed the border a couple times, down in Juarez and at the bottom of Texas. When I crossed over that border, yeah, they got an economic problem. They were living so below the poverty line. They were offering service. When I walked through that market, And I didn't go no further than the first 3, 4 streets. So I know they said if you go further, you can get hurt. Because they know you're a foreigner. They know you don't know what you're doing. You don't know you're not going on. The ATMs are out of control. They see you going in the ATM, they line up to get you, or they'll rob you. And they'll try to sell you anything. When I walked in those markets, guys like, hey, I got cups. Would you like a cup? And I'm drinking apple cider this morning. I got cups. I got lights. I got microphones. I got mixers. I got shoes. I got shirts. I got jeans. The latest jeans. I got the new Jabos or whatever. That was a hot thing back in the day. I got Pele. I got the new thing. I got Levi's. I got Lee's. I got the new Jordans and all that stuff. They got all this stuff. And some guys are just saying, hey, I got I'm shining shoes. I'm like, this little kid asked me to shine his shoes, right? Shine my shoes. And I'm like, I don't even have shoes that you're supposed to shine. And this what hit me. And the kid said, he was serious. And he kept pushing off those no's, figured out a logic and he said, but I'll shine them up. I said, I got tennis shoes on. He said, but I'll shine them up good for you. I was like, hey man, my mind's blown. These guys were service oriented. Do I want a taco? Do I want this? Do I want that? How can I help you, sir? Anything I can do for you? Anything. Can I dance for you? Can I sing for you? The guys with the guitars, they're playing their hearts out. It was so much stuff going on over there, and I was like, I'm passing out this, and the girl I was with, she was like, do you know what you just gave them? You gave them $10. You know how much? It's like $100 to them. I was like, hey, they can have it. He was of service to me. He was of service. And I bought an accordion over there, and it was dirt cheap. I gave the guy extra money. I felt guilty for buying that accordion. I was like, dude, here, keep the rest. And a guy was with me on that time, and he bought some swords and stuff, and they wouldn't let him take it over the border. No weapons back over the border. You have to claim that you're a U.S. citizen again. So anyway, saying that to say service. It's all about being of service. If you can't be of service, you're not getting nothing. You'll get something, but you're always in that take. What you got for me? No. You have to be of service. And we talked about that earlier too, we never saw Wimpy, who borrowed money from Popeye in the cartoon. He always wanted to borrow some money and say, I would love to get money today to get a hamburger today, and I'll gladly pay you on Tuesday. Who knows if that Tuesday ever came around, or if Wimpy was even healthy. He was overweight. We don't know what happened with Wimpy. I think there was one episode where he did pay back. Maybe not. Maybe I'm thinking that up. But he always asked to borrow. And just kept, hey, you got any scrap today? You got any scrap for me to pick up? It's good that you ask. But when they give you stuff, you also need to ask some other questions too. Don't you got some sons or kids or whatever? Your sister's kid, didn't you mention that the other time? People love that you inquire about their story. That's how I win. That I know Miss Jenkins has a grandson that's in school, and he's his first year playing varsity football. He didn't even play JV. He went straight varsity in his second year. And she told me that. She mentioned that. Oh, yeah, what school is he at? Oh, okay, is he doing good in school? I checked back on her. And tears her up. And people, hey, Miss Do Yourself already. You're going hard. We're going hard today. We're talking about money, people, and recycling opportunities. Is that you got to be personal. You got to be personal. It's just something that people identify with. They relate to you. If you just are always taking and wanting, I got girlfriends that I give them the world, man. I give them cash and stuff and all that. I give them my wallet and says, hey, here, take out what you want. And I had a couple girls take a couple extra $100 out. Didn't think I was gonna miss it, but I didn't say nothing. I said, that's that greed. And we talked about that earlier too. That's that greed. And no, you need to have a balanced situation, and you don't need to bite the hand that feeds you. And the girl was always, everywhere I was at around the city, because I worked with all these different companies. I was at Burger King, I was at Mickey D's, I was at all these different companies and picking up stuff and transferring it over into, things. She would always pop up. I need $20. I need $50. I need $200. I need another $100. And I shove it out, and I was enabling her, and she was taking my kindness for weakness. So the takers, I don't like the takers. Or the guys that come and buy something for me, and then they wanted it for an even lower price than what I got it at low. You're not gonna get that price nowhere. And they just keep taking and taking. And now you got all of them. Now you want to buy all of them. So now you don't want nobody else to get this opportunity. You want to get all of them for the low. And that's just greed. I don't like that. I've been like, hey, your limit is 4. Now the rest of them, I got to let other people get a chance at this. These chances are for other people that are in need. So definitely, I try to stay, fair. Let's be fair. That's what it is. Let's go to the last little pieces, and we're going to wrap this one. We'll get into the bonus here. I said you need to know the authorities. The authorities. Who are the authorities? You need to know your mayor. You need to know who your senator is. You need to know who your representative, House of Representatives, who's in that. You need to know the governor. You need to go to some of those particular rallies, not rallies, but some of those meetings. You need to go to the city. Said that earlier. You need to go to the city council meetings and see how these people move. You need to let them know, hey, this is what I do. You need to join the Chamber of Commerce if you can, if you're doing business in that particular city. You need to know these people. You need to learn. Maybe even go to some stores and meet the manager. You need to meet the shift manager. You need to talk to these people. They have something that you might be able to facilitate them in that. So it's people is my main thing, and give back. Be humble, but be protected. Because being humble all the time and always giving money, I told you I give money at the package store, at the liquor store, or the gas station, or the grocery store. Somebody's out there peddling, and they might know me from way back, or they might know me as I speak to people, and hey man, you got some spare change? And I give him some spare change that day. I might just have it. He might look like he really needs it. But then I see him the next day, or I come to that store maybe 3 times a day. Hey man, you got some spare change? You don't even know who I am, man. You're not being serious. You're not being genuine. And you're taking my kindness for weakness, and you just want to take things. You just want to keep asking. And you know I got it. So you keep asking. Guys will run from hanging out with their buddies over there smoking dope, doing dope, shooting up, whatever the heck they're doing. And they'll holler at me from afar. And they'll start running toward me. And try to be, pull my heartstrings. Ask me, you seen that on the live. Ask me, and I like this guy. This guy did a couple things to me, a couple things wrong in my situation. But I did all that. Now, one more point. Follow up. I know everybody has one. Everybody's had a situation where they get somebody's business card or they get somebody's email, thusly the email address, or text information and such like that, or the handle or whatever, or, and they say, yes, I'll give you a call. I'll call you later. And I'm going to call you Tuesday. No. No, we got to stop that one. We got to stop that. We got to stop that. So that's part of it. Because if you're going to be trying to get money or trying to sell something, and you're talking to people and you're getting those opportunities, you got to follow up. You cannot not show up. I showed up today. It's 5 a.m. and I came through. I was ready at 4:59. I'm like, whoa! I'm ready and eager to do what I said I was going to do. And that's what I'm talking about. And hey, I'll call you. Promises you can't keep. And yeah, I'm going to pick those up tomorrow. Stuff like even a kid telling your son or kids and stuff, or grandkids or nephews and nieces, hey, I'll be back and we're going to so-and-so when I get back, and you don't show up. Or hey, I'm going to hit you with an email, and you don't send that email. All right, in the bonus, I got one about the email. So we're going to count this down. We're going 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Boy, I sang a happy birthday song in my man's ear before he, when it was like almost 10 years ago, over the phone. And I sang happy birthday. He said, I've never heard anybody sing happy birthday like that. It was the beautifulest thing I've ever heard. Thank you for singing that. I've never heard it sung like that. And it's beautiful. And right now I got the raspy voice, so I can't do it like that. But we're going down to 3, 2, and 1. Wish we had recorders in, or somebody was recording us back then. I'm sure they were recording us. Anyway, we're in the bonus part of the show. I appreciate you guys coming to my podcast, to my live, to my session, to my meeting, to this particular opportunity. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you came through here, and I appreciate you. I do need you to check out my email list. I will have it. I said I'd have it today, and I will have it today. I will go and put that link. I had to do that thumbnail. Did you see that thumbnail? That thumbnail was cool. I thought about it, and I said, this is not CapCut or Capricorn or whatever these programs are. I took these stickers that I found, and I wrote you on there, and I said, in the middle. And I said, no. And you got the dollar signs. And I said, no. Okay, I already wrote on one. I said, don't write on them anymore. I want to put people, companies, businesses, and all these things, and you in the middle, right? So I took a picture of it, put it in the computer, then wrote ScrAp TV and recycling at the bottom. I was going to put the tag on there with the saying, hey, 5 a.m., I'm going live and stuff like that. And I wanted to put my face in there and, left to right reading, but I didn't get the chance to do it. I didn't take the chance because I was thinking about this. I was writing this at 2 o'clock this morning. So definitely, I want to actually come on here with the purpose. And this is the bonus part of the show. I said 2, 1, 0. This is the bonus part of the show. Now, back in the days, check this out, Miss Do-It-Yourself from Lashana Success. Phil Dodd, if you're still in here and you understand what I'm saying, check this out. And Boss Vlogs, check this out, what I'm saying. Back in the day, when this internet thing started jumping, right? And you wanted to get a job, or you was working at a temporary service when there wasn't any job, you had to be a college graduate, and you had to be a professional to get in. And all these little things, you didn't have to be all that. You can get in by having a friend that worked there, or a dad, or uncle, or something that worked there, or a friend of the family. You could have got in there, and they could have hired anybody. They're hiring anybody now, because it's just, they're desperate now, especially when the thing happened 2-3 years ago. So, remember this. This was when computers and keyboarding and data entry and all that stuff was in. Okay, I worked at a couple of firms, and email was kind of new to me. I know how to answer the phone, the Meridian phones. You know, you can page people. So y'all remember that? Press a 1 and put a 1 in the chat if you know what I'm talking about. Call that. So yeah, we're talking about the Meridian phones, but then you had the computers with the email. You had email, and email was, yeah, thanks. Already I got a 1. My first 1. I appreciate you. You remember Miss Do It Yourself, and I got to get to your page as well, because I'm into building things and redoing things around the house and building things in my work spot. I built stuff and I've got videotaping me doing it, but I'm gonna wait till some other things happen. I'm in this spot for 20 years. So, but back then, when that email came out, thanks for that 1. Woo! I'm with it. With that email thing came out, and you had to, and there was an email thing, and this, my supervisor, and you know it was a different color than I am right now. You need to read your email. Did you get your email? You need to read your email. I'm like, oh my God, I gotta read my email. And it was just work. I'm like, man, that was extra work. I gotta log in. I gotta hit the thing. Boy, it was on our phones. It was right when phones came out too. I had the cell phone. You had the email, and they would have your email in their database. And would say, hey, always read your email 2 or 3 times a day, right? I wasn't disciplined like that yet. But the point is, they sent an email, and everybody went to a meeting or something after lunch, right? And I went back to my desk, doing my thing, answering calls or doing whatever, typing or entering data, whatever it was. Meeting's over, about 30, 45 minutes later. She comes to my desk. Hey, you got a problem. I'm finna write you up. What? Yeah, I'm finna write you up. You're not answering your email. Here's a write-up right now. She gave me the pink slip, right? Here's 1 write-up. 2 more write-ups, you're out of here. You're laid off or you're kicked out. Or I'm calling a temporary service. Your assignment is over with. And I'm like, oh man, I really enjoyed this job. I like this. I was trying to go permanent. They love me. I've been there for 3, 4 months, 6 months or something. She says, and I moved into another department. She was like, this department here, you must read your email. It could be something important that we need to change within the structure of the business that we're doing. We need you to sell the Snoopy dolls instead. I work for Better Call is the name of the company. The Best Call or something like that. Was something like that. When they were like, hey, we need to push the Thomas choo-choo train. We need to push the turf from the football field that's closed down. We need to push more of these Barbie doll things. And like, you need to know what we're pushing at that particular hour. I'm like, or when our meetings are. You missed the meeting. You didn't respond to the email. Or you didn't respond to the email that we sent at 6 o'clock after you went home. You need to read the email all the time. We might tell you that we're not going to open up tomorrow. Or we might do something else. Or we got an extra, we're coming in early. Everybody comes in early, or we're coming in late that day. Or something. It was a accountability. And that was one of the points I had in the thing. It was accountability. Are you holding yourself accountable? Or are other people demanding that you be accountable? This is serious, and it's still relevant today. Accountability. Do what you say you're going to do. Do it. I had a short, started back November. I had a short that I put on there. And all I said was, got things to do? Do it. Do it. I got one guy that, he said, man, I need to hear that. Man, I was tickled that he liked it, because I'm just tickled because I was talking to myself. Because I had so much stuff to do. They would bring like 200 and 300 machines and stuff, and I got to do all of them and unload them myself. And then I had to do all these things at the house, and I was like, do it. Just do it. Pace yourself and do it. Stay in exhibit a good attitude and do it. That was just a plain message. So that coincides with everything that I've been saying. Everything that I said. Money, people, and recycling opportunities. I'm deSz'e. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, and I've just made 5 o'clock a reality. I appreciate y'all for coming. This is cool. I've enjoyed it. I'll be back on at 5 p.m. today, Central Standard Time. Definitely will have the email thing. I'm taking time out in the day to finish my thing and get that link in there. And also do my thumbnail for the 5 o'clock thing. I kind of fell back just that quick. Did the morning one. But the morning one, I got to look up what size JPEG fits in those thumbnails. Because if I can do it myself, I don't need that program. I can do my own program. I can do my own restream, my own super stream cuts, whatever. I don't know. I'm going to still do the StreamYard too. But I'm just saying, it just took a little brief minute to write those letters. And the handwriting letters are better than these computer fonts. It just seems unrealistic to me. It's not personal. So I'll write some letters and put it in there and move it around. Yeah, so let's be authentic, let's be genuine in our approach to people, our approach for sales, our approach for, because recycling, going out and trying to get stuff, that's sales. You're selling yourself. You got to sell that to a woman. I approached a girl the other day, and in the right way, and she spoke and reciprocated the conversation to me. And I was like, this is a cool, and I don't want nothing from her. I just wanted to speak to her, and maybe I'll see her again. And, you know, maybe we'll bump into each other. I didn't know your name. Tell me your name, and I'm like, yeah, that's cool. No pressure, but because it's genuine. I'm not trying to be no Valentino type style of Casanova and all that stuff, that icky looking dude, creepy. I'm not into that. I'm not that creepy car salesman. Hey, why don't you come over here and check this out? And talking fast and all that jive and stuff. And hey, you need to like, share, and subscribe. Everybody doing that. Everybody was doing that at one time. I'm like, I'm not liking, sharing, or subscribing. I'm not doing none of that. Because I don't think they're being genuine. Or do this and do that. And jump up and down. Bark like a dog. All that. I'm not going to do all that. I'll do it if you say it in the right way. You come across these waves and be genuine. You know? The guy said, hey, would you just check out my book or check out my song or something like that? Guys be like, they think they owe. They're owed it. Like you owe them a buy and a sale to a book or a program or a music or a sculpture or an event. Oh, just come. Just come and join. Buy my so-and-so, buy my mixtape, or buy my sample pack, and all this stuff. I'm like, man, good. Jeez. I can't stand it. And turning on the news today just to see what's going on. You need to know what's going on in the news. I had to turn it off though. I listened to it right to where they're gonna do they start looping that restream stuff and restreaming. It's the loop where they do this first part of the news. I just want to see what are the headlines. What are we gonna say before we go into the break? They come back from the break. They do the weather, the sports, and then they go back and they do it all again. I'm done with it after that. I'm like, I do the first loop and say, okay, that's it. That's what I do with the other thing. And I see that ain't you in the restream thing. I'm like, hey, and they're asleep. And if you just gonna get some interaction just from putting a loop on. No, dude. Come on with that, man. Bring me some more programming. That's silly. Remember at the end of the TV, when the TVs used to go off, back in the 60s and the 70s, TVs would go off and those flames would fly and that flag would be flying, the American, the national anthem, the TV would cut off. And then the infomercials started coming and it would just be a loop. And those infomercials, and them long commercials, I can't stand them, dog. Whoa! I can't stand them. And I can't stand them, people. I can't stand it. I love my dude. I love Homegirl. They keep wearing me out with that one commercial. And they got like 4 commercials. And it's just them 2 in it. Or it's just him. I'm like, I'm sick. I'm burnt out on that commercial. I turned the channel. Just because the commercials, that same loop, saying the same thing. I'm like, oh my God, stop it, stop it. Bring something new, bring something genuine, bring something fresh. I just can't, I am going to be looking for good things. When I'm getting back on the music scene and getting out there and seeing some live bands, such like that, and getting some performances in and try to keep my style fresh. I will be doing, going to other states, other cities. I like freshness, man. I know I want to do more than just the loop. It's like, okay, yeah, it's like begging, yeah, exactly. Be original. Be authentic. And you heard on the what's the deal? I think you were in the chat that you was in the live that day when I was at the package store and the guy was talking about he came and asked, I said, you need something? Yeah, Red. He called me Red. He said, yeah, D Red. I said, yeah, man, I need a couple dollars. Hey, I gave him a couple dollars. That's all I got right now. And but he came with, how's your mom doing? What's going on with the dude, your landlord? And what's going on with the company? What's going on with... He kept asking questions. He was asking personal questions too. And I was like, yeah, dude, it's such and such about, buying a car from the guy. He was like, what's the dude's name? I'm like, dude, now you're just being messy with your attempt. You a little bit genuine, but then you went over the thing and you went over the boundaries. And I'm like, no more information for you. We're gonna cut this conversation in half. And here's your money. Holla at y'all. See you on the next one, man. And that's how it went. I can see when people are being fake. It just oozes out. I don't like the car salesman dudes that come on TV to do their infomercials on Saturdays. I don't like the infomercial guys. I do want to buy that knife set or that non-stick pan. But we always got the one black chick on there. Oh, I want these. Where can I get this stuff and get that? And oh, really? And who talks like that? Or the health commercials. We need to get some health insurance, life insurance, because and their eyes are wide open. I'm like, man, what is that? Just talk. Say, hey man, we need some life insurance. Dad, we need some life insurance. It's only such and such a day, and they're not even checking whatever your health or something. I would respond to that more if you did it like that in a more organic way. These guys, whoever's writing this, I'll be like, who is writing this? Who's writing these commercials? Who's writing these infomercials? Who's writing these TV shows? Who's writing these music songs? Who's writing these pop songs? Who's writing these commercials for audio, for radio commercials? Who's writing these bits? Because it's so blocky, it's so copycatish, it's not human. It's like a bot. It's like, and I'm telling you, when I hear that AI music, I can tell that ain't nobody. I can tell. You might have put your words, and I love your words. I love anybody's words that they put in there. I'm listening to the lyrics, and I might listen to a couple of interpolations of music like Anthony Holmes is doing, who's with the other crew. Anthony Holmes did music for a lot of people, and he uses the AI stuff, but he uses it in a creative way where it has a human feel to it. And you're like, dang, what group is that that's singing that? And he's using it in a different way. So you got to put something with it. You can't let it all just run and it just sounds, when I hear that dude singing, it's always that chick or that dude. And it's, and when I hear the dude talking, you can go down there. He's got a voice like that. He's been in a lot of shorts. A lot of people use him to sell. They sell him the Viagra pills online, and they use that guy. The same script that the humans did. They let the computer do it, and it's so far-fetched. It makes you not want to listen to whatever's being said, because that guy's voice is monotone, and he has little inflections, but he is. And then he says something word like a regular word, but the computer can't say it. Like this, toupee instead of Tupac. I know that's a dead giveaway. That's a live giveaway. That is actually a computer saying it, and you let that go by. You need to work on the computer a little bit, because I was working with that computer back in the time. AT&T came out with that voice thing, and there was a program that you could do on the website. You could type it in, and the robot would say whatever you wanted to say. This is the early stages. In certain words, you gotta make it say, enunciate the words. I mean, you would have to make him enunciate the words. You would have to spell it wrong, and he would say it right. Ain't nobody taking the time to really put it together no more. People are just doing cookie cutter stuff. And thank God we got all this new stuff. And it's not new. It's just stuff that's developed. I'm glad they got it. And now the girl on the phone that you call your bank or you call the service that you use, sometimes AAA, but hey, did you say $2? Dial 1 for yes. I'll say yes or say no. I say yes. She goes, I didn't quite get that. Did you say yes or did you say no? Yes! You can't make that one up. Yes! You done said it like 5 times. Operator! Give me the operator. Okay, I'm calling the operator. And then, as time went on after they first started doing that, now the lady says, Mr. Do it in the self, and LaShawna, y'all know what I'm saying. When now the lady has an attitude, right? And you say, did you say yes? Or did you say no? I say yes. And I'm trying to say it clear. And I might go in a different voice. Yes, just to make sure it hits. And then she goes, let's try this again. And I'm like, whoa. They done put an attitude in the robot. And I know somebody with color helped them with that particular part to make it sound more human. Then she sighs and says, let's try this again. I'm having a hard time trying to hear you. Sorry. We're going to disconnect. Sorry. Oh, no. And it's the last minute of the day that the company closes. And I'm like, oh, no, I needed to get that in before the bank closed. And this automated service is not human. It's not human. The registers at the grocery store, that is ridiculous. I want a real person. I don't like that. And now they got that voice in those machines now. Welcome to so-and-so. Please scan your items. And she has a problem. Or he has a problem. He's like, please do not put that extra item in the bag. And I didn't put nothing in the bag. Please remove item from the bag. I'm like, oh my goodness, this is taking longer than me letting somebody check me out. And to get checked out, you gotta be all credit card. All cash is on I'm like, who's making these rules up? And you used to be able to go to customer service and get checked up by a real person. Now customer service has got an attitude. Oh no, we just do returns and such and such. I'm like, quit joking. I used to work. Come on, y'all don't want to work. The registers are lined all the way to the back of the store. And there's no cutoff for the self-checkout. People got 700 items of 2 baskets full of groceries, and they're putting things on the scanner like this. One, talking and all that, and just going slow. And we're in the line watching this. Me, I'm sitting on a knee. I'm sitting on one knee. Oh, I'm walking out of the store. I don't need it that bad. I'll come back at another time. I like to go to the check cashing place or something like that when it's less peak hours, because that line is ridiculous. And you got 7 registers open. You got 9 people in the back. Only 2 people are checking people out. What are these other people doing? And why do we have all these same things at Walmart? So the Water World Syndrome, I'm going to call it that. We'll do a show about that as well. And I tell you, when I talk to those managers, they always say, oh, it's the budget. We got to run. It's our workforce. Too many hours on the clock, and we got to keep our budget down. And your budget will go up if you collect money faster. Set up your systems like you said before, LaShawn Success. And I watched the show Bar Rescue, but a lot of those places he goes, they don't have a system set up. They just doing it and got tickets, and nobody's getting their food, nobody's getting their drinks. They're ignoring the customer. They're not even greeting them. By the end of the show, he set up a system where everybody's got, he shows you, I've got bartender for you, or whatever it is, to count your drinks for you, to let you know how much you're losing on your gaining, how many profits you're getting out of drinks. We got the DJ set up where all the songs are in the jukebox, so you can have a DJ at all times to have light music playing or a party. Got a system set up, a POS system, so the cook can see what the orders are without you having to come all the way back there. He sees what order it is, and he's finished with the order. He hits the thing, and it goes to the front and tells the waitress or waiter that, hey, the order's ready. They go back there, pull it off the thing, and bring it to the customer. Makes it more efficient. So yes, we got to be more efficient and work a little bit more smarter. Of course, it's smarter, not harder. I feel you on some of those sayings, but some of those sayings probably need a little tweaking, because you can work, you can not work and the job get done too. You can supervise it, you can delegate it, and it can get done. Or you can work with automated systems, but you gotta have that human touch and that human interaction. That's just point blank, because robots are not AI, robot, whatever it is. And I saw that, and I asked the girl yesterday at the gas station. I said, that little robot mopping the floor, doing the mopping the floor, that little robot, the same robot I got in one of my shorts, that the robot was blocking the guy, and he was trying to bring in the supplies for the gas station. You know, he'd go this way, and the robot would go that way and block him. Then he'd go that way, and the robot would block him. And he just came through and just, get out the way. He kicked the robot. And I said the other day to the girl, I said, hey, you know what? That robot just stole somebody's job. I remember when I used to come in here and y'all would have the buffer machine to buff the floors with a big machine and buff, because y'all always keep the store clean. This is probably one of the cleanest gas stations next to Buc-ee's. Gas station clean at all times. The bathroom may be a little messy nowadays, but they keep the ice machine and the soda machine, the tea and the coffee, they keep those filters sanitized, clean. Nobody's gonna get any illness from that. They keep them clean. Everything, drains pulled out, floor swept, windows wiped, counters clean. Everything's nice when I walk in. That's why I go there. I stopped going to one because these guys don't want it. So I looked at that machine, that little robot, little R2-D2. Looked just like R2-D2 a little bit. Now the other one, it was RJ D5 or something. Those were the other robots they introduced in Star Wars, on the second Star Wars. And you saw them in the back. I think Han Solo might have had one in Millennium Falcon, or at the place where they were fixing the Millennium Falcon. It was a squared up robot. That's what this robot looks like. But I said, that robot took somebody's job, didn't it? She didn't get it. She was like, no. I said, you don't even know it. I said, in a minute, you're gonna be able to go to the store and there won't be a person behind the counter. It's gonna be so informal, so it's gonna be a crazy world. They've already got the Mickey D's now, where there's nobody working there. It's just the machines. Only thing they got is a person to come fix the machine when they broke. And they put it in Texas. The first one. It ain't far from where I'm, and I don't even want to go see it. I know it's automated hamburgers being made, French fries. A monkey can do it. Anybody can do it. And they got machines doing everything. Nobody's protesting. It might mean faster food. Might be a service. That might be a service. You go to the state fair, and they've got robots doing the ice cream thing now. It used to be a guy behind the soft serve. You turn the thing, and the ice cream comes out. Now there's a machine that does it. The cup and everything. All you just hit the button, and it does everything for you. So yeah, you got to pay attention to everything right now, and we're doing it again. And LaShawna, you own something. You own something. I appreciate you. Thank you for working with me. Thanks for the knowledge. And me, I had a doubt as well. People have doubts. People are like, man, is this real? Is this real? I said, you know what? I'm going to give it my all. And I'm going to do what's said. And the results come. Whether the results came or not, I still put my all into it. And I said, yeah, I'm going to do. And I'm going to stick with it and get with it. And I need the training, the coaching, and stuff like that. I needed it, and I followed it, and it's working. And I see some of the people that you had before, they're not paying attention. They're not listening. They are not listening. You got people in the chat, they are not listening. They are there for entertainment purposes. They might want it, but they're not doing it. They're not action. And that's okay. This is just the bonus part. I ain't talking about nobody. Don't want to dox nobody. I'm just saying. even with other programs, other gurus on other platforms. They're not doing the work. Paying, like you said, they're paying $1,000 for 30 minutes. my dude or my chick, and I ain't saying no names, talking about, yeah, I'll charge high for my time. And you get there and they ain't told you nothing. And you just gave them $500 for a session or a meet and greet, and you gave them $1,700 for a 45-minute seminar or a meet and greet in some big hotel or something. And you're supposed to show them how to be a millionaire. They'll never get there like that. They only making his pockets or her pockets bigger and bigger. And he's not. He doesn't see it. He just eats. And you see the greed, and then you see the guys that come with the stories later on in YouTube. This is the PSSSSSSS part of the letter, where they'll say, "Oh, so and so is exposed," or "So and so surviving so and so he's just taking people's money, and so and so's got a record of doing this, and he did crimes back when he was 10 years old." All this stuff to just drag a person. And then you got that, and they're making views off of that. And they say, "Well, come join mine, and I'll show you the way to get there." And it's just a big loop of nothingness. Very hard to find someone genuine as you. I appreciate you. This has been fun, and it's still fun. And I like when you just pop out with the bubbles. I'm like encore production. Nobody's doing that. That's beautiful. Because without laughter, that's the Langston Hughes book. Not without laughter. We gotta laugh every once in a while, even if the joke ain't funny. And even if the joke, you just saw it like, laugh. Just get laughter. That is an actual exercise, and it helps. Smiling helps. It costs too much muscles to frown, so you must smile. And I'll do that. Well, at that, we're out of here. I've had a good time. I'm going to enjoy this day. I don't have the pressure of a truck coming right now, so I'm kind of cooled out. I do have trash coming in the next 30 minutes. Put most of my trash. I was like, let me do this before I even come on. I ran the trash. I said, so I'm not jumping off here and running. And the other guys that didn't show up, and they said they were going to come by or give me my money, I'm not even worried about it. They can call all they want to, and they can they know where I'm at. Show up and pull up. Let's do it. Yeah, I do the same thing every day. I don't do nothing different. They should know it by now. My mama know. The officer know. The police officer know. If I had a girlfriend, she would know. She act like, "Where you at?" You know where I'm at. We on federal lines. You know where I'm at. I don't need to say it. Come on, man. Stop it. Stop playing. Stop playing. Stop playing. Stop playing. It's very simple. And I like to keep everything simple. That's why I'm simplifying my life. I'm selling almost everything I got right now and keeping the essentials. Decluttering. So I appreciate Phil Dog coming in. It's Do It Yourself, Miss Lushana Success Systems, and Boss Vlogs. Appreciate y'all. And two other people, which I can't really enunciate the names. They showed up twice these last few mornings. And I appreciate it. This has been fun. Anthony My Time. I subscribe to Anthony My Time as well. And I'm still on that positive tip. I've even listened to some of the church entries that you put in. Learned a lot from and we're following along and not being funny or nothing. I will follow along and being reverent and not chatting too much, listening to what the preacher or orator was actually saying, following along sometimes. And Anthony, my time, definitely want to check out some of your books as well, such like that. Interested in your programs as well. So definitely appreciate you coming through. This was the bonus part of the program, the session, the live, I don't know what else is on that one. So this is the end of this particular one. I do the bonus at the end. And my title today was Money and People and Recycling Opportunities. And it's all about the people. It is not about what you think it is. About just grabbing money for yourself or getting all these contacts or getting all these subs or getting all these likes or getting all this money or getting all this opportunity over here, selling all these cars. It's about the people. The people, and I quote Earl Nightingale, not word for word, but it's Earl Nightingale, the great self-help orator, who says, the people have what you want. The power is the people. The people have everything that you want. You can knock on 10 doors. Somebody's got something that you want. You could put a million or 100 or 10 flyers out. Somebody is going to identify with that if you're being genuine, if you're being honest with yourself and honest with your customers. So with that, I'll leave you with that particular wrap up of the show. This has been awesome. Yeah, that part. I love it. That part. Yeah, that part. Exactly. So yeah, I've enjoyed this. Thanks again. We'll see what we're going to do tonight at 5. And we're doing it. We've been doing this for 2 weeks. And it's been awesome. This has been awesome. And I'm enjoying it. And I even said something to Allison Mapp about, hey, maybe go 3 times a day. And I will have one where it'll be teeter-totting, where it'll be midday and midday in a whole nother form. So yeah, this all works, and having my schedule set up. I learned the schedule. Now maybe the schedule came from you, LaShawna. I got the schedule thing from I got the schedule from Boogie Time. Boogie Time had certain days that she would do it. Now she's not doing it now, but she had cooking day, she had a workout day, and then she had like a chop it up Wednesday day. She had a such and such. I was like, oh, okay. So I'm learning from you guys. And Anthony, you was on fire with, I think you came on like 5:30 or 6 o'clock every day or something like that. And sometimes I would miss it. I would play the replay. And it's like your 30-day challenge or something you was doing. And every day I was anticipating, like I anticipate LaShawna. I anticipate at 7:30 Central Time, I'm like, ooh, I'm right there in front of it. I'll turn it on, or it's on in the background. I gotta hear it, I gotta watch it, I gotta pay attention, I gotta play it back from the beginning. I'm listening to every word you say. I'm looking at how y'all do it. I'm learning from y'all. I'm learning from like people like Christopher Flash. I mean, Christopher Flash got a style so fly. That boy, all he does, he does his thing. And he has fun with it. But he always says, I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for being here. I appreciate y'all. I really appreciate y'all. And it doesn't get on your nerves either. He said, man, I appreciate y'all. And he'll probably say it within 10 minutes. He'll say it about dang near 10, 20 times. And appreciate y'all. And the people feel warm in their hearts. Staying in the chat. Hanging with them. He's playing a game or watching something or doing whatever. And he's got his headphones on and he's paying attention to the chat. And he's talking back. And he'll always put in that, I appreciate y'all. It makes a difference. It makes a difference when you do that. And I'm like, I'm learning from other people's styles and I'm putting styles together. And I love this. This has been cool. I'm learning. I wouldn't go live for a minute because I was like, you know, Big Jack and all those guys was like, come on, creating change was, all these guys was, come on, get on the show. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm not get on there without something to sell. I got to do this thing right. And I got to sell myself in the right way. So that's where I'm at with this. I'm coming with for real. And I got to have my structure that I had to learn. And I had to pull those notepads out. LaShawna, appreciate you. And Tantrum knows, appreciate Tantrum knows with the breathe in, breathe out. And he had his notebook. I'm like, cool. And I'm paying attention to Snapback. I'm paying attention to I Cherish Church. I'm like, Snapback, I Cherish Church had the table set up in the backyard and watermelon. I'm like, hey, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Prayer in the garden and all that, man. That is so original. I Cherish Church, that is original. Praying for the content creator, that's original thought. Ain't nobody else even thought about doing that. So I love it. You got to be original in this whole game. Anything that you do, you can copy a couple things. You can take some of the things in some of your areas, but you got to be authentic and you got to be yourself with it. And you can't be a rebel to the system and do it. You know you've got to know somebody who's done what you do and they ran with it in a different way, and it wasn't like the guidelines that represent what you're doing. So there we are. We on the end. We're talking. Peace. We'll see y'all again at 5 if I can. If I don't, see you at 5 in the morning, a.m., p.m., Central Standard Time. Doing it again. It's deSz'e. Thank you. I appreciate this great opportunity. Have a great day. Rock it out. Do what you do. And I'm going to do what I got to do. It's recycle today. Peace. Thank you. Awesome. Awesimity. That's a word I made up. Awesimity.